So if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up at the end. But today we are getting into a FragranceBuy.ca haul, but I got some hidden gems in here and some new releases, so you're gonna wanna stay tuned. Guys, I will link these fragrances down below. FragranceBuy.ca, 100% reputable, authentic discounter that have been amazing to me in the past. I've been buying from them for years, and shipping next to none, customer service next to none. But we're gonna get into some of the fragrances. Now, I picked this one up on a whim, have no idea what it smells like, but it was super cheap because I had to get to the 5 fragrances in the cart to reach that free shipping. But the first one is Strong Me by Rabanne. Yes, Strong Me. And then I happened to pick up 2 bottles of Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue because Light Blue for him is being reformulated and has been reformulated, and I do love the OG DNA. So yes, I did pick up 2 extra backup bottles of the original Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue for him. So there's 1, and here's 2. But let's get into the fragrances I'm really excited about. Now, Fahrenheit is a classic by Dior, and I picked this flanker up a while ago. It got canceled on another order, and I finally got it, and that's Fahrenheit Parfum. Yes, a full bottle of Dior Fahrenheit Parfum. Now, this I've smelled in the past, and it's a fantastic fragrance, but also a new addition to the collection, the new Tommy Hilfiger Forever. Yes, Tommy Hilfiger Forever. Supposedly, this is supposed to smell like the OG Tommy for him, but we're going to crack these open, tell you what I think, give some impressions, and go from there. So the 2 light blues we could put aside. We've smelt that. It's a lemon, rosemary, aquatic, salty fragrance. I'm going to save these for the future. But you know what? Let's get into the first one. Tommy Forever Eau de Toilette. This is a 3.4 ounce. Again, Tommy Hilfiger, one of their newest releases. Now, they did come out with a summer edition, I believe, last year. Vibrant Summer, and it's one of my favorites from the line, next to the OG. Vibrant Summer for him and Vibrant Summer for her, bangers. They last about 6.5 hours on skin, but some of the perfect coconutty tropical fragrances in the game for the $20 price point. But I believe I picked this one up for $40-ish, so we're gonna crack it open, tell you what I think, see if I can pick up any notes, and go from there. So, cardboard box. And there it is. Just a classic Tommy Hilfiger looking bottle. So I'm going to grab a handy dandy testy strip, as we call them. Line up this atomizer. I do like the blue. I don't know if you guys can see that blue atomizer. But let's see what we're working with. Decent atomizer. So I don't expect performance on this fragrance, nor have I ever, but the Tommy fragrances are just so nostalgic for me. Okay. Not quite what I was expecting from Tommy Hilfiger Forever. Kind of almost like an Invictus Aqua vibe. There's something very familiar. Almost like a grapefruit, oceanic, ginger vibe with this stuff. I don't know if it quite reminds me of the OG. I don't know if that's where they were going with this fragrance or just making a totally new fragrance as it stands. You know what? We're going to go on skin for this one. Let's see. Fresh. Good. Great? I don't think so. Solid release. If you're looking for a great everyday fragrance, guys, and you can find this for like 30, 35, 40 bucks, I think for a 3.4 ounce, this will do the job. Mass appealing, oceanic, green, tons of aromatics. I don't know if I'm picking up lavender, sage, or maybe like a geranium vibe. Kind of reminds me of the OG DNA. I could see it. First impressions, I'm giving 7 out of 10. Yes, 7 out of 10 for Tommy Forever. All right, so we're going to get into the next fragrance, Dior Fahrenheit Parfum. Yes, Dior Fahrenheit Parfum. Now, I've tried this in the past. Unfortunately, the price point did not allure, so to speak, me to purchase one as of late. It's been floating around in the 120, 140 space for a long time, but I did pick this up from FragranceBuy.ca, hence the video title, for about $100, just under $100. So I'm like, why not? And I've heard this one's being discontinued, so I'm like, I better get my hands on an official bottle, and there it is. Classic Fahrenheit bottle. Now, nowhere does it say a parfum. I thought this was supposed to say parfum on it. Let's see if the bottom... No, the bottom says parfum. I remember the bottle saying parfum on the bottle. Leave a comment down below. But cap clicks into place. Let's grab a handy dandy tester strip, see if I can pick up any notes and remember what this DNA smells like. Decent atomizer. Now this is way better than the OG. I already know that. I've tried it many times. I had a bottle in the past. But I've been waiting to pick up another bottle because it's been so pricey. Something signature. That signature leather resinous DNA comes through on Fahrenheit just like Dior Homme Parfum. Boozy, sweet vanilla. This doesn't get the love it deserves, guys. Does not get the love it deserves. The OG Fahrenheit gets hated on and trashed. And I agree, I'm not a huge fan of the original DNA. But if we're talking Fahrenheit Le Parfum, this is a sexy fragrance. Boozy, sweet, aromatic, slightly leathery, resinous, but it has like this iris touch, almost like this Dior Homme Parfum touch to it. Solid stuff, Dior Homme Parfum. I'm giving it a 9 out of 10. Yeah, 9 out of 10 for Dior Fahrenheit Parfum. All right, and the last one, from Rabanne or Paco Rabanne. I'm admiring the box. The box is so different and unique. See, on the bottom it says Metallic Black Fruit Strong Me. I'm guessing it's just called Strong Me by Rabanne. Very reflective box. So I have no idea what this is going to smell like. I know what the bottle somewhat looks like. I believe I've seen reviews in the past. Very light box, so there's almost nothing to it. I don't know, does it slide off? Yes, slides off just as shown. Strong Me. Look at that presentation. That's crazy. It almost comes with like a foam insert. Very light box though. I wonder if it's an aluminum. Oh, and look at that. Hold on, let me put this stuff down. Look at this. It comes with its own pamphlet of the different fragrances. I don't know if I can get this to focus or not. Genius, classy, fabulous. Tells the notes, how to spray your fragrances. Isn't that crazy? It's a whole pamphlet. And look at that. It comes with a poster. That's cool. I might hang that up. Where can I hang that up? That's awesome. I'm going to keep that. And this fragrance, keep in mind, was like 20-something dollars, I believe. Crazier. So we're going to get into the fragrance. So real light bottle. Almost nothing to the bottle. That's odd. So... hold on. So it's almost like a juice box texture. You can inflate it, not even inflate it. It's like a juice box. I'm afraid to take off the cap. Okay. I don't know if you can hear that. Yeah, it's just like a juice box. Insane. I've never seen a bottle like this. It's a pouch. Juicy pouch. Well, we're going to spray it on a strip. Tell you what I think. Decent atomizer. Interesting. You know, I was messing around with the juice box vibe, but I'm kind of getting a fruit punchy vibe from this. Way better than a $20, $30 fragrance. Now it's fading off the strip fast, or maybe I'm going nose blind, but I get almost like a fruity, citrusy, kind of warm, boozy vanilla scent. Not quite like Fahrenheit Parfum. Interesting. This is so different from anything else on the market. You know what? We're going to go on skin with this one as well. Let's see. Good atomizer up close. I mean, that's a big... Ooh, zingy off the skin. Almost a alcoholic punch. As it dries down, it becomes more fruity, vanilla, woodsy. You definitely have to let this fragrance settle right off the bat. Probably the most alcoholic opening I've ever smelled in a fragrance. We're not even talking Club de Nuit Intense, man. This takes the cake. But yeah, as it dries down, kind of an ambery, woody, fresh, aromatic, fruity, vanilla fragrance. Solid stuff. Off strip, I kind of liked it better. I'll have to revisit this fragrance, but yeah, for what it is, Strong Me by Paco Rabanne, I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. Yeah, a 7 out of 10 for Paco Rabanne Strong Me. All right, guys, if you enjoyed today's fragrance haul, leave a comment down below what fragrances I should pick up next. Also, all these fragrances will be linked down below, FragranceBuy.ca. Again, one of the best fragrance discounters online today. Now, you don't have to buy anything to watch this video, but it's there for your convenience. Plus, I do make a small commission, total transparency, from any of the links or affiliate links you use in the description below. But as always, guys, you can follow me on TikTok and Instagram at EnterTheFragrance if you like shorter form content or just something different that's not so monotonous from the everyday YouTube content. But as always, guys, what we say on the channel, stay clean, stay fresh, and as always, the world is yours. We'll talk soon.